Hello, welcome back to yet again another live stream. So, what's the plan for today? I just worked out. It's been a bit of a day, and I figured I could stream some of the editing for the May 4th video because it's been taking a while, and I'm just tired. I'm not putting it off as much as I've been doing a lot of stuff, and I'm just tired of not grinding at work. I've been doing a bit off camera for the Star Wars video, and I don't want to spoil too much of the video, but we're going to be editing it today, so you'll see some stuff. Basically, where have I been? How come editing hasn't been done? I've kind of already talked about this. I touched on this already. I've been gone. I haven't been home. I went to a scholarship program and then Paris, and the Paris vlogs have been dropping lately. So that was like 5 or 6 weeks I was just not home for of the summer, and like it just never really completely got worked on. And I had people that were going to be helping do all this stuff. Oh, this is the render. I'm trying to open After Effects, but I'm opening the wrong thing. So I'm back now, and since a lot of the work didn't get done that I was expecting to get done, I wasn't allowed to edit or like bring my personal computer on campus, so I didn't get to edit much like I was planning on when I was away. So I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of catching up, and currently I am so many weeks behind where I wanted to be. I wanted to be done with this project by like late June. That was my goal. But basically, I mean, by May 4th, the main character that the entire project was written for never showed up. And so I had to find a new main character after the date this video is supposed to even come out. Which is, I mean, that's what you expect whenever you're making these kind of projects, is stuff goes wrong. But it just really threw me off, and there's a lot to do. So I'm not really sure where we're going to be editing. I got After Effects open right now, so get that there. And I'm going through like all of my stuff here. So what editing does need to be done? Oh yeah, this. Okay. So this is like a scene of like training with a lightsaber. So okay, it's saying this footage isn't compatible with QuickTime. This was filmed on my phone, so I don't know why it wouldn't be compatible. Oh, it can be open. It just took a while. So
Three, two, one.
So we were trying to make it look like I was fighting him blindfolded, which, I mean, that's what's going on here. This was a difficult thing to film because, you know, I can't see. See, this is him being blindfolded. At what point do I start fighting? We'll get to all the other stuff later. This is all other stuff. This is just kind of fun. Whatever. Is this the first one? Okay. How does this look? Do we go until we get it?
Ready?
So it's those 3 hits. The boom, boom.
Filming.
Ready?
The boom, boom, boom. And this takes forever because I can't see what I'm doing. So this took so many takes to get right. So this one we're going to be editing. Is this a redo? It's the same thing? Do I like this better?
3, 2, 1.
I gotta watch this like side by side.
Stop.
Come on.
I'm filming.
Ready?
I do like the aggression. I don't know. Let's watch this one. So this one.
3, 2, 1.
I strike first. This one feels weak. The back. This first strike is good. This isn't gonna hit me. It's pretty obvious he's swinging for the saber and not for me.
Stop.
Come on.
I'm filming.
Ready?
I strike first. And that one looks more like a hard hit. I like that. Okay. So this one should cut from like down low. Right when we first make contact.
3, 2, 1.
So it's pretty quick. The boom, boom, boom. So is that the same one as the next one? Or is this a different angle? So we're gonna edit this one. I don't know what this music is. Okay, and then the next one from up high.
3, 2, 1.
So, and then I like am able to stop him. So this would go down here. So this is part of the training montage. We'll get started with the first one. This right here, and we're gonna cut it. Cut all this, and cut all this back here. So I'll probably start back here. So layer, new, solid, white. Okay. Pull up chat. Do that. We're gonna zoom in. We're doing my lightsaber first. I think I'm gonna do 5 points. There, there, and then there. Okay. And then what we're gonna do, this mask path. So bring that down. Zoom in far enough. See everything. Oh. Okay. So from here, yo, what is up? One colorful. What's going on? We are editing. This is gonna take a while, but it's a process that has to be done. I do not know what the music is, but it's kind of chill. It's a lot of fun. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm happy I'm home, able to get work on this project. This is a video, a Star Wars video that was supposed to be done a while ago, and I was gone for a while, and a lot of stuff was going on with it. I don't really want to be putting too much blame on the other people, but working on it now. Are you getting paid or not? This is like a personal thing I'm making. This is like I wrote the script and I'm directing it. Well, I wrote it with like some friends. Me and some other friends like wrote it together, like came up with the idea, but then I'm like the main one. Like this is my short film. That's if I was getting paid for this, I would not have let it get behind. like I always prioritize work I'm getting paid for, which is kind of why I haven't been doing this. Because I also like I get paid to produce like podcasts for people and all that kind of stuff, and on top of that, like some college stuff, and I was just prioritizing that over my personal like fun like project. Yeah, but what have you been up to? How's it going for you? Yeah. Which summer was a lot of fun for me. I have like stories upon stories of dumb stuff and like fun stuff. I got a lot better at cutting hair. I gave a lot of haircuts. I made a song about my friend. I mean, got my college is pretty much paid for now. That was pretty nice. Nothing much. Been going to the gym, been outside more, studying new languages. Oh wow. Why is it zoomed in? Hold on here. I just looked up. I don't know when it got zoomed in. Going to the gym. Just been working on myself recently. That's really good. I just got done working out right before this. But yeah, going to the gym's been like huge for my mental health. I missed out a lot during the summer on working out because I was gone for a while. Like I went to Paris and scholarship stuff and all that. I just wasn't home. But it's great. And studying new language. What languages are you studying? That's really awesome. Oh, this is tough whenever you're editing lightsabers. Whenever you move too fast, it gets like see-through. And then you gotta kind of just guess where the lightsaber is. Like all this stuff. Studying French. But I speak Portuguese, Spanish, and English. Man, I've taken 2 years of Spanish, and I've learned barely anything. Portuguese, I feel like would probably be the next thing I would wanna learn. I've like looked into doing some mission trips in like Brazil, and like that's really like from Spanish to Portuguese. That's a really good like next step. So I've thought about that. French, that would have been nice because I was just in France. Which France is pretty cool. I enjoyed France a lot. But wow, that's nice. I'm so bad at like learning new languages. Takes me so much more time than like all of my peers. Is France France is goated. ICO, what is I don't know what that means. Yeah, France is pretty fun. Let's see. I might have some photos. Yeah. I can't lie. Okay. I'm just tripping. My friends use like the most random stuff I've never heard of. Here, this is a lot of fun. You got the bridge there, and like the crepe guy making the crepes. Balloon museum. This place is trippy. I just want to get the photo. Had to take a tough photo of the Arc de Triomphe. What else? I want to find. There's one really good photo. This was like at the base of the Eiffel Tower. I was about to go up, but I was videoing the fair. Oh, I took this train to this like medieval village and province, yeah, and saw like this huge castle, and there are fields everywhere. Oh, and I took a lot of pictures of like flowers and stuff. That place is awesome. And then like the nightlife in my city was crazy. Not city, like near where I was staying at night. It's just this beautiful street. How time did you stay there? I stayed there for 9 days. I saw tons of stuff. There was a Louvre. 9 days or 10 days. Hey, look, I was wearing the same t-shirt here as what I'm wearing now. I wanna find one of me in front of the Eiffel Tower. W shirt. I really like this shirt. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. There it is. The photo. I'm doing a handstand in front of the Eiffel Tower. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, it was fun. I don't know. My computer's synced up with my phone photos, and so my computer photos, my phone photos go together, and same way with like videos and stuff. And I kind of forget that, so you get random memes sometimes that are there. They're dumb. Okay, so here the lightsaber moves just a little bit, so if I can skip a frame and then let it just kind of fill in the gaps, usually it looks alright. Now this is a very slow process. Yeah. Out of this whole bit of footage, I've only done this little bit of all of this. So skipping frames makes a huge deal. No, that Diddy is tough. That's one way to put it. Yeah. It's... I thought it was pretty funny, and so I had to save it. My eyes are like dried out. Starting my new classes has been tough, and there's breathing noises in this music. I've heard it like a couple times now. I'm not going crazy. Oh, and in these headphones, it sounds like the breathing's like right there beside me. Y'all started classes already? Yeah, it's something. And you know, I'm taking like not easy classes. Held a message for using private block terms. Expired not posted chats. What? What just got banned? What did chat just stop? That auto mod? My classes start on September only. That would be nice. That would be really nice. Oh, I was dreading going back. Automod, yeah. I see Automod. It just says, held a message for using private block terms. Expired not posted to chat. And I can't see what you typed. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not on the Automod's good side. Oh, this part's tricky. If this goes like behind my arm, then I might have to do it weird. Oh, speaking of you talking about working out, I need to be editing more of my workout channel. I haven't posted stuff in there for a long time. Automod, held a message for using private block terms. Expired not posted chat. So I see right now, I said and then just hidden. So once I can't see what you actually said. It's hidden. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I think the lightsaber would be like right there. Yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. Automod's hilarious though, because some people get so heated because I won't let them say anything. I don't know what mine allows and what mine doesn't allow. Oh, okay, I got it now. So, I don't know, I set up Automod years ago at this point. I used to like stream a lot, and then I just kind of stopped streaming because I kind of got tired of it. And I don't really remember any of the stuff I set up or what all it's supposed to do. But it's just like one of the built-in settings. Because you can choose how strong Automod is. Oh, it works. Exclamation point. Follow each. Yeah, I don't really know what Automod set to at this point. Never mind, you don't got the thing activated. I don't know what I have activated. Like, I remember it was like a year ago. I had gotten the affiliate status, and then I set up a bunch of stuff about like right now. I got the affiliate status like a year and a half ago maybe. But then I set up a bunch of stuff, and I don't know what's still set up. But I don't know, man. Time flies, really. It's crazy. I've been doing this for a little bit now. I need to hop back on my Minecraft world. You need to see my Minecraft world. It's insane. I used to build on that for streams, and I have like 2,000 hours in that world. I do got some stuff activated for sure. Yeah. So much of my life's gone into that world. 2000's crazy, yes. But it was because this was like a server. Me and my friends bought like Wise Hosting, and they had a server where any of us could hop on at any time, but it was like a private world. It was like $9 a month or something. And there was like good like 5 of us playing at its peak. And like every night we'd hop on and all play together. And the friend groups kind of started falling apart. One of them moved. And then I got a girlfriend, and once it was kind of just down to me and one other person. So at that point, it was just kind of time to move on, and it was a new chapter of my life. But I really do miss being able to hop on with the boys and like all of us being like these really close friends where they just troll each other and like every night staying up late. Like for a prank, the first time like my friend first started playing, we basically took his house because his house is like 2 or 3 stories, and the first story and the second story was just like copy and paste the first story, and the third story was like a copy and paste of the second. So we're like, oh, we could keep on making it going. And then we take it, made this little house be like 10 stories tall. And then he gets on the next day and he's like, what did you do to my house? And then like a week later, we're like, we can't just make one side tall. Let's mirror it. And then we made another 10 stories matching it on the other side. And then he gets on again. He's just like, I give up. Yeah, my whole friend group changed too. Some of them we don't even talk anymore. Yeah. I feel like this has really been the time for like everybody. Everybody I talk to seems to like be going through a lot of similar stuff. And a lot of people aren't really talking about it. But it's just kind of the time, I mean, you're making new friends or just really discovering yourself. And that's that. It's depressing for sure. But I mean, you really get to know who you are. And I mean, I know exactly who I am now, and I've learned a lot. This summer I only go out I go out with like 4 to 5 friends. This summer's been I made a lot of friends this summer at the scholarship program I was at, but then I also lost all those friends once the program was over. And so that was really, really sad. Those are some good friends. Honestly, at this point, I don't know how many people I'd consider my friend that I'd hang out with outside of school. It used to be a good 7 or 8 people that like we'd consistently hang out like almost every weekend. And now it's probably 2, like maybe 2 friends. Yeah, but I just like alone, to be honest. Kind of like the peace. I feel that more than anything. I know, right? When I'd say about October timeframe of last school year or last year. Yeah, just last year, 2024. That's when I really kind of had the most alone time. And it was sad, but that was the kind of the transition time of me like grinding out, working out. I'm gonna talk to more girls. Because I had a talking stage that ended, and I was like, I'm gonna figure out what I did wrong. I'm gonna make up for it. I'm gonna be better. Ride my bike and chill sometimes. Hit one of those homies up to do something. But I don't know. I just like to be alone with music. Man. I got the best playlist. I've always liked classic rock. But I kind of discovered a whole new genre of music that I never really used to listen to before, of like more kind of like not really pop, but sort of like earlier like 2010s songs that are just kind of more just kind of that nostalgic feel. And I really like those. And so it was a lot of like I'd work out alone every night. I didn't really talk to any friends. I kind of like so distanced myself that I didn't hang out with hardly anybody. And then eventually it was like I looked in the mirror and I see myself, and I haven't shaved in like 2 weeks. My face is starting to get stubble, and I haven't hang out with a lot of my friends in a while, and I've not been doing stuff, and I'm like, screw it. I'm going to the football game tonight. I'm gonna have a good time. And so I shave, I chug an energy drink, and I'm like, I'm gonna have fun. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna have a good time. So I bring another energy drink there. I drink it right as I get there, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna talk to random people I've never met before. Even if it's scary, it's embarrassing, I don't care. And I met 3 main new people that night. 2 of them became new friends of mine that became really close friends. I talked to a lot, I hung out with a lot. And the 3rd became my girlfriend. And that was insane. The energy drink thing was not healthy. I had a problem at that point. I've quit caffeine pretty much completely now. But that was the only thing that really helped me at that time. And looking back, I mean, it was terrible. But I wasn't sleeping much. I was staying up late. I mean, I'd wake up for school, so just drunk energy drinks. But yeah, it all worked out for me. But even then, I don't know. It sounds like it all worked out on paper, but I still hit those moments where I just need some time, like alone, to listen to music and decompress and just kind of feel like how I used to. Because no matter how much time I take for myself, no matter how much time I spend with friends, there's still that part of me that I lost that I'll never get back, and that little bit of the past that I miss. Yeah, real. I can't explain it. I hadn't had a girlfriend before my current one. I had talked to girls But for whatever reason, they ended. Either I just didn't really feel like it was going to work out, or they didn't, or things just weren't really moving the right way, or things just never happened. But this time I was like, I want things to be different, you know. I wanted to experience something I haven't experienced before, and I have experienced a lot, and it's really been great. I've learned a lot, for sure. But you know, life's just different now. About 3 talking stages this year. Oh man, it's so depressing. Every time I'm talking, that's really what threw me into like that whole pit of like I was so distancing myself. It wasn't even the fact of like a talking stage ended, like I didn't expect it to last, but it was the fact that that first one went on for like 2.5 months, and I just felt like so much time went into it. It's always when they want to do first. Yeah, you feel like at the beginning you're really invested, you're texting them all the time, and then you keep on texting them and you keep on spending this time. For me, it was like, did all this stuff, like hung out outside of school, went to football games, went to dances, whatever, with whoever. And then like it ends and that time just like feels wasted. And it's just either like you feel like, what did I do wrong? Or I could have spent that time doing something better. I don't know. I always heard the same basic advice, and it used to always make me mad when people were always like, oh, you just gotta be yourself and whatever. 2 more days, it's gonna be 1 month that you don't talk no more. Yeah. Really, the best advice I could give. Okay, I gotta think about this because I don't want to give like bad. I don't want to give bad advice. When stuff ends and you're sad, I mean, it's just gonna be sad. I mean, you can't like hide it. You don't want to get so caught up in the pain that like you spiral, but you also don't need to just ignore it, push it down. That's how you start problems. If you have to kind of embrace, yeah, I'm a little upset right now. Yeah, things didn't go my way. And let yourself feel those emotions, and then after you're detached, after you've moved on, then you can kind of look at it as like, oh, so what did I do wrong? Because I can tell you, a lot of the time for me, I had never talked to a girl until like a 1.5 years ago, whatever. And like, it was usually just I was too scared. You know, I was too scared to actually do anything like a lot. Like I was too scared to be super flirty, and too scared to really compliment the other person. Too scared to show enough of whatever it was I was doing. And so even though we had like whoever it was, could have had chemistry, could have had whatever, while they made mistakes, I did too. And I had to look back at those. And so, okay, with my current girlfriend, what was I going to do different? I was like, I'm going to be a lot. I'm going to be like enough. So first time we hang out, you know, you won't take it slow. By the second date, I was like, okay, clearly there's a lot of attraction back and forth. I'm going to ask her to the dance. It's more of a learning experience than a sad one. I don't hate the person for the actions they did. I understand why they did it. Let's hope for the best for them. That's it. Yeah, that's how I've been every time. It's never like I'm mad at them. It's just like I feel like I made mistakes or they did or whatever. It didn't work out. So my current girlfriend, by the time we were going on our second date, I was like, I want to show like there's a lot of effort. So I buy her flowers. And then I ask her to homecoming. That's like in like a week or two. And then at homecoming, I asked her to be my girlfriend. But that was a lot of time between, a lot of talking, getting to know her, making it clear back and forth that things are like how I felt, and like not hiding anything. Not being too scared to say I'm really starting to like you, not being too scared to say like what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, you shouldn't even be going for a relationship. And if you don't know, like if you're not gonna be willing to make it clear what you want, then I don't really know if things could work out for you. That's what I've learned. You know, you hear this. There's also like always like the being transparent is the best thing you can do for sure. Everybody always says be yourself, which is true. Like you don't want to. I felt trapped like a lot of the times in like the first talking stages, because like I was like, oh, I gotta make myself seem interesting or whatever, and I said the same stuff like that I actually am, but I just kind of hyped myself up or like kind of exaggerated things, whatever. And then I kind of felt just trapped, like, oh, now I gotta keep on matching this stuff, be more interested in this stuff, whatever, instead of just being like 100% who I think I should be. And so, yeah, just being transparent with yourself and with them makes it so much better. That's how I felt in relationships. I don't know. For different, every talking stage ends for different reasons, and not every girl is meant to be the one. So, I mean, don't be scared to end things that they need to end, and don't be scared to start things that they should start. I don't know. You got anything to add on to that? Oh yeah, being in contact with whoever you're going for is friend, where they can like give you more advice. Like it can never be like a distant friend; it has to be their close friend, where they can just give you non-stop advice and like really encourage you when it's the perfect time to ask them out, or like help you know what kind of flowers to get them, what kind of place you would ask them to go on for like a day, whatever. If it's, you gotta make sure it's not in a weird way. It's like in a very clear, whatever way. If you could do that, that makes a huge difference. It'll save you a lot of time. So let's see here. About 40 minutes. How much of this have we gotten down? Oh, wait, is that all of it? Oh, I've been editing too much. It needs to stop right there. Oh, okay. That's a lot better than I thought. What did it say? My Wi-Fi disconnected and I didn't hear it. I don't know. Let me think. I could have said, like, I asked what you had to add on, and I said, oh yeah, be in contact with like their close friend if you're able to in like a non-weird way, and by doing that, you make it where you're able to like get advice and know. And 60. How does that look? Now, if I feel like it should be brighter, I can make it brighter too. So then, layer, new, solid, black. Okay. So we're gonna pre-compose that. Blending mode. Screen. Then where's curves at? Where's the effects panel? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, we're gonna add curves onto that. And there's a specific blue I wanted. So let me go find what that blue was. It should be my favorites. Okay, you see that right there? That's the that's the setting I had. So the blue is just like put a dot. It's like right here. This is a little up. And then the reds like go big down. And I feel like this isn't enough of a glow. So what I'm gonna do is make it more of a glow. 3610. So I'm gonna make it 310 instead of 3610. And then 30, 60, 120. And then that way it's more dispersed. And that should look better. Yeah. And then we can like a brighter, a lot brighter. I learned to edit by myself. Did I take any classes? So I did take classes, but I've been editing for a lot longer than the classes I've taken. The classes I took because I'd already been editing on my own, and then I just learned more. All of this stuff right here was learned from YouTube. They didn't teach me how to edit lightsabers. This is just a generic YouTube tutorial. But now we got lightsabers that look like this. And then another thing when you're editing lightsabers is you can affect the brightness and contrast. Actually, let's do exposure. Exposure usually looks better. Exposure. And then you just, so you take the base footage and just make it a little bit darker. Not like a ton. Not like that, but just enough that it's not like the full brightness. It's just, it makes the lightsabers feel like they glow more, because that way, because otherwise like the lightsaber just blends in with the sky. Like right here, you can't see nothing. But if the sky is a little darker, then you can see the lightsaber, and lightsaber looks like it's brighter than the sky. Now, what's going to take a while is his lightsaber right here, because this is like 3 different points I got to be editing. And there's a specific way I got to do it. And I'm probably going to have to pull up a tutorial for that. So let's get our music. Turn down. YouTube.com. Kylo Ren. Lightsaber After Effects. No plugin. This took me a while to find the first time, so I don't know how quickly I can find it a second time. Okay. So we got this. I've edited before, but nothing that crazy. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's just kind of experience makes it. None of this is Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Does this use plugins? Oh, it's Saber tutorial. I need to download Saber.
Just not to
Because it looks a lot better if I can get that.
solve this problem, we create a duplicate of our null. This null will
Can I download Saber right now? Saber's a plugin. Saber plugin. So tutorial. Saber tutorial. Okay.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it.
I wanna download this, but I wanna make sure it's from someone reputable. 3.8 million views. Like, I trust this, so I'm gonna trust this line. Okay, never mind. That's videocopilot.net blog, but they have 3 million views. Did they make Saber? Oh. Does Video Copilot make Saber plugin? Oh, okay. So, never mind. I've gone back and forth a bunch. These are the actual guys who made the plugin, and this is their video. So I do trust this. Download Apple. Allow.
Hey, what's up? Andrew Kramer here, VideoCopilot.net, and welcome back to another very exciting tutorial. Today,
This is music.
we're going to be taking a look at our new After Effects.
So this is, he already has it. Install Saber plugin. Mac.
In this video, I'm showing you how to download and install the Saber
If the tutorial is like has like a really thick Indian accent, you know it's gonna be a good tutorial.
plugin in Adobe
Like,
After
legit.
Effects on any MacBook.
They
model.
usually are like
If
really
you're
good.
looking for how to install the Saber plugin for Adobe After Effects on your MacBook,
It's always them, yeah.
MacBook share how to access this Saber after provided this website.
Download.
It downloads as a zip file. Now you need to double press this. A .dmg file will be created. Double press this again and you are now starting the installation process. A window will pop up like this.
Okay. So I'm gonna make my camera take the full screen because I don't want to be installing anything and like accidentally show any sort of information that might be important. Open. I might have to do this later, but I'm gonna try this now. Install. I'm gonna have to come back to that later. The main thing right now, what I can do for sure, is I can go ahead and export this so I have a copy of this made. But or not. Add render queue, yeah. And then output to, we're gonna make this May 4th, scene 6 training, and we're gonna name it Duel 1 Blue because it's just my lightsaber there. Does it not have access to my downloads? And you want to make sure your settings, H.264, yeah. Okay, good enough. Let's render it. And it's downloaded, and we can go over to May 4th, scene 6, and open that up wherever that's gone. Did I just save it to May 4th? Is it just somewhere in here? No, it should be in scene 6. I mean, crap. Let's see why we name it Blue. Okay, never mind. Duel. Big Duel. Pro. Lightsaber Duel. 1 Blue. Where's it saved to? Scene 6 training. So it's there. I just missed it. Or something. Oh yeah, I did not see that whatsoever. I'm gonna sleep because it's 3 a.m. here. Yeah, go to sleep. That's definitely for the best. I'm probably getting ready to be done for today, because I want to get Saber installed so I can do the other lightsaber quicker. Have a good stream. Thank you, bro. Have a good night. It was fun having you. Let's look at the finished product real quick, or the half finished product.
Ready?
So that's all we got so far. It's about 3 seconds of fighting, but it looked pretty good. Yeah, it looks good. Well, good night. I will hopefully see you again at some point next time I stream, if you're available. But until then, what I just do? What I just do? What I just do? What I just do? Undo it. Undo it. Hold on here. There it is. Okay. Save that as dual 1 in the training. Save it, and then make sure it's saved. So that's always important. Not this. Scene 6. And it's there. Put that right there. Awesome. Okay. So let's save it again, close it out, and After Effects is closed. But I have 6 messages. Yeah, man, see you later. It was fun. It was real. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna open up. This one. Is this? What is this opening? Premiere Pro Beta. Since when do I have Premiere Pro Beta? What? Okay. What do we got here? Oh my gosh. This is so bad. Why is it so buggy? This is bad. I was not editing this on Premiere Pro Beta. I can tell you that much. We're gonna go back to Premiere Pro. We're gonna see this scene 4 pops up here. I'm not. I love this background. It's so sick. Okay, scene 4. This is better. So this still needs like work, and it mainly needs voiceovers, but all that will be done at some point. I feel like the breathing here needs to be slowed down. So which one's the breathing? You hear that? It's too fast. We don't need that much space for video. How do I move the video up? Is it? I think it's this one. So we can probably just switch saturation and put like 95. We don't want it to be too noticeable. And maintain audio pitch. That's pretty good. And I want it to be more muffled because he's breathing into a mask. So we're gonna go to reverb. Is this what I want? That's weird. Why is it my left ear only? Yeah, I feel like that's what I want though. Ooh. This scene right here, that color grade looks perfect. I don't know what's going on in some of this other stuff. This looks too green. That looks great. Take it back to color here. And can I just make it a little bit more orange? Not too much. I want it to match from here to here. It's just a very cinematic, very dramatic, more contrasty. Maybe a little bit more exposure. I feel like the shadows are pretty good. The highlights, maybe that's what's missing. This does not look cinematic like whatsoever. First thing you always want to do, make it more cinematic. You drop the contrast, or drop the exposure, up the contrast a little bit. Then you increase a little bit more of the whites. I don't know what temperature looks good at this. Just up that saturation, just a smidge. And I feel like this, like the cropping of this is kind of weird. Let's zoom it in a little bit. Then that's cutting off his head. Zoom it out. Like 112, okay. I like this first opening scene. I feel like the opening should take a little longer. Let's finish up the color grading. The inside of the mask. There's not much I can do to make all this darker, but all of this should be darker. Like, I want it to be just these two black outlines. Honestly. Actually, there's that light there, though. It's pretty obvious that it's how it was filmed. Because there shouldn't be any of this light in here. So what can I do? Drop the exposure, contrast, highlights, but that's going to make that main light brighter. Highlights down. Up the exposure. Shadows also darker. Or shadows brighter. Shadows brighter. So then I drop the drop. Oh no. This is my favorite scene by far. This needs to be like dramatically quieter. It's been a while since I've worked on all of this. It's like another -5. I don't know what this whole... This needs to be faded into, I guess. It's supposed to be like, this thing doesn't make any noise when he rubs past it. So maybe like a little bit more that way. Let's I don't like that sound either. like the music should like keep on playing very light. So this isn't like cinematic, but I do like the color reveal. This color right here, I feel like it's kind of this is good. This is pretty good. This feels like just too bright. It feels more like you filmed it on a phone. I just looked over. I got really scared there for a second that you couldn't see what I was talking about. And I just sound like I'm making stuff up. Okay, so we're gonna drop our highlights just a bit. Decrease that exposure a little bit. Increase contrast. I want the temperature to be warmer. Not much. Shadows. I like the shadows. Make the shadows brighter, but I drop the exposure more. Is that looking better? I feel like this scene's too orange for this scene. So make that more orange. I feel like that matches up better. So the whole point of this is like, he's looking down. So I feel like this needs to be held out for longer. But we'll get to that in a second. I like that a lot. This is the main one. I don't like how it looks. I think drop the exposure a little bit. Definitely make it warmer because everything else is warmer. Maybe even crop it in a little bit. Get rid of the shoes. And then highlights. I feel like the highlights right here, this is really bright. Drop those out a good bit. Tone back those whites. See how that looks? And I feel like me looking this way while being really far to the right already kind of messes a little bit. Let's move that right there. Let's scale it up a little bit more. Even more that way. How does that look? So then that way it looks like I'm facing the way I just came from. So let's watch it again. Once again, there's going to be audio here. But this is kind of like where we're at right now. Kind of drop those whites. So one thing I could do, I could cut out the eyes and just track those and make it like significantly darker where the eyes aren't visible. This will take a little bit, but it could be a lot better if I do that. So let's do it. Project, adjustment layer, add it right there. And then what we're going to do is effects and transform. And we just want the actual transform effect on the adjustment layer, and that way it gives us the ability to like cut stuff out and whatever. So we're gonna zoom in a bunch and get it like actually right on here. We're gonna make this much smaller. And so for the transform, I'm gonna do everything twice. So it's that. And the main thing is, it doesn't have to be right on it. It can be a little bit away. Just, we want the rest of the mask to feel a lot darker. But we want to make sure we're not like clipping the actual thing else. Mask 1. And then the adjustment layer, we're going to go to exposure. It should be there. Exposure. So maybe brightness then. Brightness and contrast. And we're just going to make the brightness way on down. Oh, okay, wait. I got it now. We're going to delete this mask. Where's the brightness and contrast? And we're going to make this normal. So, that. Yeah. And then is there a way to invert it? That. And then we're going to make the brightness just reduce significantly. But then we're going to do... Come on, let me mask 2 things. So crap. So how do we make the mask affect both of them? Okay. Instead, hear me out here. Just make a little spot right there. Makes sense for that part to be bright anyways. Just a little spot by the nose. Then everything else stays dark. Okay. And then we're gonna this mask is not doing anything. Guys, help me. Yo, you on to something here? Okay. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of overlap where you could see like around the mask. I feel like it makes sense for the eye holes to be letting in light anyways. So we're gonna let the eye holes add in light. We're gonna take it back a couple frames. Get a little bit closer to where it should be. Alright, that's pretty close. But this one, that's good enough. Yeah, okay, so this stuff's kind of boring. But this is also a big part of editing, is just the actual like, little stuff that you don't notice. Like how I didn't like how you could see the inside of the mask. It kind of takes me out of it. So, we're going to find a way to not break that illusion. This is very tedious. For sure. But I want it to look good. And it's hopefully going to. I do like that little bit of light. So that way now it feels more like, oh, we're really in a mask, and not like, oh, it's all. Because otherwise, if you can't see part of the mask, it just kind of feels, what's the right word? It feels like it's all just kind of fake. But this way you see just enough of the mask, get just enough light to see it's a real mask. But not enough to feel like, oh, this isn't like really like the first person point of view. So I didn't like the way the music fades here. So we're gonna work on this. Why is it so giant? Right there. So imagining there's words here. So it's like, step out right now, and then you are under arrest, and like all this stuff. And he's like, I want you to walk to the vehicle very carefully. Then it's, this music starts fading in. Crap. Why did I skip so fast? This needs to be a little bit more of a build up. And then this scene right here. I really think from here on, I'm just going to move it all a couple seconds forward. Can I... How much can I add to this? I want a little bit of smoke. What's the best way to get smoke? I don't know. I feel like that's pretty good though for tonight. Let's see what we've done so far. I feel like that sound makes sense. It is confusing why this is in the mask and the first one wasn't. But I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Sir, step out of the tent, sir. Make no sudden movements or I will shoot. He should have had a weapon. It needs to be like, what are you reaching for? What are you reaching for right here? What are you reaching for in this? And so you think he got shot, but he jumped because he got shot. He needs to have a hole in his chest right here. But I feel like it's a good bit of progress. That's what I was wanting to do today. We got one more lightsaber shot filmed. We got, let's see here, a good bit more done in general. And I'm probably gonna call my girlfriend and go to bed, so thank you guys so much for watching. I think it's just me here. I'll see you guys later. Until next time, remember, God loves you. Goodbye.